All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. I'm Joe Van Doren, and this is our virtues pick for today. I am traveling and sitting in a room that's a little bit different than my normal place of being, so we're just going to do this look at the virtue today of gentleness. Isn't that a beautiful word? So let's read the description first. It goes like this: gentleness is an attitude of tenderness and love toward people and the world around us. Gentleness flows from a desire not to harm anyone or anything. In its presence, all are safe. It takes strength to call on the self control that gentleness requires, particularly when we feel hurt or angry. Being gentle with ourselves helps us to be more forgiving and kind to others as well. Gentleness trades control for an embrace. Gentleness is moving wisely, touching softly, speaking quietly, and thinking kindly. Taking time for gentle activities nurtures our souls. So, what a beautiful word. And, the first thing that came to my mind when I read this was about being gentle with ourselves and not pushing ourselves to the point where we it's easier for us to become frustrated or angry or whatever. But the other thing that really stood out to me today when I read this description was this, that gentleness was thinking kindly. And I think that's where it begins, right? When we can think in a kind way, when we can recognize in others that we don't want to harm others, that we don't want to harm anything, that we want those around us to feel safe to speak their mind, to be able to be themselves, to be their own unique individuals. I don't know about you, but I think there's times when I've been in situations where I haven't felt safe to speak my mind. I haven't felt safe to be my unique self or to express my fears about something, where I felt that I might be put down or any number of things. So gentleness is making those around us feel safe and be willing to be themselves. And I appreciate especially too this idea of that gentleness is not a weakness, that it takes strength to have that kind of self-control and that self-discipline, and it takes strength to be willing to have that sort of attitude of tenderness and still balance it with the other virtues. So how do we teach our children that, right? How do we teach our children to be gentle? Well, it begins with physical things because that's what children understand. They understand the concrete, right, first. And so by just asking them or speaking to them about being gentle, and you can just use the word and you can demonstrate to them what soft touch looks like and it might be with their baby brother or sister, it might be with an animal, it might be with one of their toys, but that touch is going to be one of the first steps. And then speaking in a gentle way would also talk about using that inside voice, and so that's a gentle way of speaking, and then even gentleness in moving. If we might ask them to move more gently if they're like just rambunctious and all over the place and knocking things over and being gentle with other people. So gentleness can be taught, but and developed, I should say, because I don't like using that word taught when we're talking about the virtues. Because I don't think we have to teach virtues. They're inside of us already. We know what they are. We know what they feel like. We know how to use them. And that's true for young children as well as older people. But it is a matter of developing it. And so the other thing that I appreciate about this description is that gentleness is an attitude of tenderness. And so it's the way we're thinking, the way we're feeling about not only ourselves, but also others. So as the day goes on today, let's see how we can practice gentleness and how we can think in a gentle way towards even those that might be, more upsetting to us or annoying us, right? So we're going to be gentle. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. We've got a busy day today, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to practice my gentleness. And so until next time, keep practicing the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families of clarity, communication, consistency, and community. All right, until next